Welcome to GRE Vocabulary Wednesdays, and I am Chris with Magoosh, and today we have some words that have been taken from the article of the month. Great article of the month, you should definitely read it. What do I have here though? Sacrosanct. Crazy sounding word. It combines sacred and sanctity or sanctified, both which mean holy. So guess what? The definition means something very holy, something that's held in esteem very highly. So in America, we have the freedom of speech. Speak wherever you want. That's an idea or a notion that's held sacrosanct or sacred by people. In terms of the GRE, when you go into the testing center, it's sacrosanct that you have a number 2 pencil. How dare they not give me a number 2 pencil to work out my questions on? And of course, what's sacrosanct here apparently are these wonderful little boards that I find sacred and could not live without. Next word we have is dismal. Dismal is a word I think a lot of people have heard, like, oh, dismal prospects. But what does it actually mean? Well, dismal means very depressing in a sense, very dire and negative. So if something is dismal, the outlook is bleak. If the economy is looking dismal, then you think, wow, I wouldn't invest in anything anytime soon because we better hold on to our money. Who knows what's going to happen with the economy? Hopefully your prospects on the GRE are not dismal, and vocabulary-wise you are learning more and more words, and so that you will cast all the dismalness from your life, vocab-wise. Next we have propensity. Propensity is a fancy and fun way of saying a tendency to do something. For instance, I have a propensity to speak really quickly. Sometimes I get excited and I swallow my syllables. I have a propensity or a tendency to do that. So we all have propensities to do many things. It can have to do with speaking, it can do with eating. I have a propensity to go to restaurants where I can order really big plates of food so that I don't feel full afterwards. So think of the word tendency, slip in the word propensity, and now you're speaking like the GRE. Finally, precipitated. We had the word precipitate way back in the days on Vocab Wednesday, which was an adjective meaning you rush into things. Precipitate as a verb, and something precipitates something, past tense precipitated, it means to make something happen all of a sudden, dramatically. So, gosh, it must have already been a few years ago, there was an uprising in the Middle East where many people took to the streets and protested against their government. And I guess what the catalyst was, or what precipitated this action, was not that crazy sound, but was actually the sole fruit vendor in the streets of Tunisia. Because of his protest of the government, it lit the fuse, so to speak, for the rest of the Middle East. And it precipitated or made something happen really quickly, really dramatically. That's how you want to use that word. And I will see you next week.